I'm Rosie. Today the video I'm going to do is about my favourite top 5, I know there are 6 here, that'll come apparent very shortly, top 5 cottage garden style annuals. So if you do enjoy the video, please do subscribe to the channel and watch some of the other ones that we have produced. Cottage garden style tend to be much more of the older fashioned style of annuals, and they are something which just gives you some bright colour, extra colour to add into your containers or your borders if you happen to have spaces where there isn't anything else growing there at the summer, during the summertime. For those of you who are seasoned gardeners, you will know what an annual is. For those of you who are new to gardening, perhaps you aren't aware of the difference between annuals, biennials and perennials. So what is an annual? An annual is a plant that you grow from seed, which you set in the spring, and then the plant grows, it comes up into flower like this through the summer, and then it sets its own seed, and it is from that seed the following year that it then grows. So this beautiful plant will die and this particular plant will never come back again. So that is a true annual. It lives for 1 year. Biennials live for 2 years and perennials can live for 3 years onwards. That is where a lot of confusion comes. So this is a beautiful Nigella. This is Nigella Persian Rose. It is stunning. It starts off with these amazing white flowers, which then go into pale pink, and as they go over and mature, they go really dark. So you get this tapestry effect within the plant itself. Beautiful fine foliage, really cut and divided. It's not too tall, and then the seed heads here are really, really lovely as well. This is known as Love in the Mist. It's a lovely traditional old cottage garden perennial, and it's a fabulous thing. You can grow it in a container like this. It's wonderful. I mean, it's got stacks of buds still to come in here. You can leave it and let it sow its seed around, that's absolutely fine, or you can collect the seed once these heads have gone brown and you can see the seed in there, and you can then sow the seed yourself in a greenhouse or on a windowsill, whatever you've got, and you can then next year have some beautiful annuals to just fit in the holes. Nigella Persian Rose, really, really beautiful. Then we come to the reason why I have got 6 instead of 5, because these two are both cosmos. Cosmos come in completely different sizes, heights, colours, but they are always daisies. So cosmos are daisies and they have cut and divided foliage. The foliage on this one is slightly heavier. This one is Cosmos Popsocks and it is really, really beautiful, but it can be variable within the same set of seeds. So sometimes it will come up slightly more of a single flower like this rather than these semi-double ones with a lovely eye to them and the heavier foliage. This one is Cosmos Carmine, Sonata Carmine. Really amazing, huge, big carmine flowers. These don't get too tall, so these are sort of front to middle of the border ones or in containers. Really, really great. They flower and flower and flower, deadhead them, and they are fantastic. So that is the Cosmos. Then we have got this one here, which is Cleome. Cleome spinosa. Now Cleome spinosa means it has spines, and this one does. Be careful when you are touching it. There are spines all the way up underneath the leaf here, and they can really give you quite a scratch. You know, it's a bit like a rose. You sort of put your hand in to do some deadheading, and the next thing you come out and you've got scratches all over you. But look at this wonderful flower head. It is just absolutely beautiful. And again, the flowers start here dark and then they fade to pale. So it's the opposite way round to the Nigella. So it starts darker, goes paler. These go up and make really quite tall plants, and they have the first flower head here, and then these side pieces here will put on flower as well. So you can deadhead if you want to, or you can allow it to set seed. brilliant for later on. Different pollinators on that to what you get on the other forms as well. Traditional are the beautiful sunflowers. This is Helianthus, and this one is just magnificent. It is really, really beautiful. Look at the wonderful heads on this. Now, we did pinch this plant out. Now, that is something you can do with some of the taller annuals or even some of the smaller ones. As they're growing up, you give them a pinch out, which means you take the leader out. So instead of them being a single stem, they start to branch. And if you do that on the Helianthus like this, it gets you multiple heads, and then at the top you get multiple flowers on there. This is not your sunflower which is going up and having one big head. This is having multiple flowers on there, and a lovely pale colour to this, but the beautiful dark centres as well. Really, really stunning. And again, it's an annual. You can leave this, and the seed that sets is then really, really good for the birds. So they love the seed of sunflower. The last one then is this bright orange. What a cracking colour. This is a Calendula, and this one is Indian Prince. Now, this is a flower which is just going to open. This is closed up at night. As the sun comes up, so it will open up. This flower here is one that is going over, and it's quite interesting with that. So you can deadhead if you want, or the flower, the petals will come off like so, and you are left with a head, and that will become the seed head. And then you can allow that seed to actually set and fall around the plant, and you'll have some for next year, or you can collect that yourself. If you don't want it seeding, then you would cut off those dead flower heads, and that will encourage more flower to come on the plant itself. Beautiful, striking orange colour on this Calendula. So those are the annuals. Thank you very much for watching, and please do subscribe to the channel.